Hi, how are you? I hope you had a good day. Oh my goodness me. Where did time go? It's Friday already. Are you within or did you go without? Are you somewhere out of town? Thank you so much for choosing to hang out with me. My name is Eric. I had a wonderful day today. I didn't know it was Friday. Time has just flown past. Where is time going? Before you know it, it will be end of this year. I was hanging out with my sister most afternoon today. We went someplace. I've been going on about where she hadn't been, so I took her there, and we had such a. She's actually quite funny. So she said to me, she let me have it. She said to me prior to coming to meet me, she went and sussed out some of these videos I've been posting, and so she let me have it. She said that I'm not photogenic and my portraits are scary and horrid. If you're a woman, you're probably conversant with this. You know the way you meet a guy you think he's hot or he's hot. And so you've told your girlfriends about him. And then you say, while hanging out with the girls, you say, babe, please send me a picture. So he sends you a picture, only it looks like a potato, right? So you're like, please send another picture. Then he sends you another picture. You're like, please take a proper selfie and send me another picture. So he sends you another picture, only this time it looks like the tail of a rhino. So you go to the bathroom, you're like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you place the camera well? So my sis was telling me about that stuff. So if you're a woman or a man and you care about those sort of things, and I've shared a video where I'm looking like that, I'm so sorry. So I'm sort of doing a tutorial about sending out clips that are palatable, at least the portrait and whatnot. Oh, look at me now. I'm being trained. Yes, but thank you. I was thinking maybe you've absconded plans to go hang out at Ambrose's house, your boyfriend, or not, or some guy you guys are getting down and enjoying yourself, but you've not quite defined the relationship. Or maybe you postponed it to tomorrow. I thought we'd have a conversation about signs you're in a situationship or that you two aren't exclusive. All right? Because of many becauses, some people don't care to have this conversation. For some weird reason, not all of us start relationships with, will you be my girlfriend? It used to be so when I was growing up, at least. Somebody would ask, do you want to be my girlfriend? We've been going out and I'm feeling your vibe. Not anymore. While others slip into relationships, some people are very careful to have the conversation. And I read once that experts. I'm always amazed by people who refer to them as that. But well, experts say, at least relationship experts, that within 2 months of the talking stage, it is enough and adequate time to broach the subject of exclusivity. So after you've been talking for 2 months or hanging out for 2 months, it's not so far-fetched to broach the subject for exclusivity. But you and I know that life is not in a straight line. Some people are 3 babies in and then they're like, what are we, Ambrose? And then it's like, si uko na watoto. So I think it is important to have a conversation about situationships. So let's start with some definitions, shall we? What is a situationship? In general, it's that weird limbo when you're with somebody but not really with them. All right? You're together, you're just not together. You know that feeling? All right? There are feelings involved, but they've not been discussed. That's a situationship. That's the best way I could think of it. All right? So what are the signs? What are the signs you're in a situationship? How do you know for sure? How do you know, Veronica, that this thing you're in, all right, with Ambrose is not a relationship, but a situationship? Number one, what comes to my mind is they've never asked you to be their girlfriend, or they've never asked you to be their boyfriend. I don't consider myself old school so that it's the prerogative of a man only to ask a woman out. I think you can have a healthy and fantastically impeccable relationship with a woman having asked a man out. I mean, I've read about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. They were at an auditorium and she says she felt him steal glances, but every time she'd look back, he would look away. So at the end of the play they were watching, she walked up to him and in the best of our memory, she's the first person who asked Bill out. And they're married to this day, over 30 years of marriage. So it's totally possible that a woman, not only possible, but permissible in my mind. I get it if you're traditional in that sense. I've had women tell me that I prefer that the first time, for crying out loud, he asks. I don't care how cute he is, he's got to ask. So, whatever takes your fancy again. If you want to ask, knock yourself out. If you're going to wait, I would say if a guy is cute and you like them, you could just ask, slide in the DM. You never know. You never know. I know men who are painfully shy. So the first sign, yes, you've gone to his mother's house. Yes, you've even sent your pictures with his mother to your sisters. And yes, you make his mother laugh. Yes, you know of Uncle Paul, his Uncle Drunk, his Uncle Red Pants. You know all these guys. Yes, we get it. You do. But he's never asked you out. You know that song by Justin Bieber? My mama don't like you. She likes everyone. It could be that the mom is just very nice, generous SDA woman who embraces everybody. And this guy is a perennial introducer of women to his mother. So I don't think that's a strong point to hold your relationship together, that you know his mother. The mother just likes everybody, as Justin said. So first sign for me, he's never asked you out. Regardless of the number of people he's introduced you to, he's never asked you out. All right? It's always convenient for them. This is another sign. Situationships are convenient, oftentimes favor one person more than the other. All right? Somebody said that relationships aren't tough. I think it was Chris Rock. And he was saying, joking and saying that it's only tough when one person is doing the big chunk of the work. And I think that's true. I cannot agree more. All right? Situationships offer one person or even two people who need the intimacies of a relationship, if you think about it, without the pressure of commitment. So yes, there is probably sex involved, and some women go to extents of washing his clothes and tidying up his files and all those things that men are done for. But there's no commitment. There's no commitment. All right? This is another sign. There are no labels. Absolutely none. They don't refer you as their boyfriend or their girlfriend, but it's implied. All right? I was once walking with this woman I was dating, and we bumped into an acquaintance and said, oh yeah, meet whoever her name was. I said her name. And then when we walked past, she said, she was quite livid. She said, why didn't you say I'm your girlfriend? I didn't know enough then. So I just laughed it off. But I get why she'd be offended, because we are dating, right? What's wrong with you saying, this is my girlfriend, Mary or Agnes or Veronica? So they don't refer you as boyfriend or girlfriend is another sign. They don't. Every time they just introduce you as Phoebe or Vero. Oh, by the way, Vero, susalamia wageni. That's another sign. They are secretive about their plans. There's a huge difference though. Huge difference. Wide difference between secrecy and privacy. Some men are secretive and they purport they are private. No. You told me you're going to Naivasha. I learned that you're at Vipingo. You are dodgy. That is not privacy. That is secrecy. So if they are very secretive about their plans, it's another sign. You don't know what they are doing in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 days or weeks. That's another sign. All right? That's another sign. I dated this woman and she was very good at this stuff. She told me, look, Eric, if you're planning anything this weekend, please don't. I'm going to see my mother on Saturday. We have a lunch. On Sunday, I'm going for Chama. And then during the week, of course, I'm busy with school and work. But you could make plans in the tentative weekends. So they let you in on what they are doing. That is a sign you are exclusive, I think. What do you think? All right? Now, your personal lives aren't really linked. You still spend time together and enjoy hanging out. You're just not embedded in each other's social life. I think that could be a sign. You see, if you are exclusive, people make an effort to talk about their sister's child's christening and they'd want to go over there. Or they say, you know, the dad has done his PhD and they have a family get-together they'd like for you to come. Again, in a past relationship, I used to spend a lot of Christmases alone, and this woman would tell me, why don't you come over for, you know, lunch? They are impressionable. They are trying to, you know, they have something. It's not just you in his bed, on his couch, on Saturdays. There's something outside of that that involves other people. If you don't have that, good chance you're in a situationship. No attempts to introduce you to family or friends. This is a delicate matter. It could be, because having introduced you does not mean you're exclusive, but no attempts whatsoever also is a sign that you're not exclusive, I think. Now, you are at a standstill, all right? All is at a standstill. Essentially, you're not talking about breaking up, but you're also not discussing the future, all right? they are very perfunctory. They're very perfunctory about things. I used to be this guy, really. In the relationships where I wasn't serious, I was like, pata potea. So you see me behind, you're like, so, but when are you thinking to, when am I going to see you again? I'm like, oh, these things are crazy. You never quite know. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. That's a sign you're not exclusive. But I have a problem with this, especially with women. Not when I observe my male friends, they don't stop their lives because they're trying to work out a relationship. I mean, I've had my female friends tell me crazy things, and I hear them even tell their girlfriends. You hear somebody say, oh, I just told Kilawangishi to go, because you know how Albert is. Albert can be so sensitive. Like, if he had had that noise, and then he figures out that I was out dundaing with the girls, even if you try to explain to him that you're with the girls, he feels some type of way. So, because I don't want drama, and we're in that space in our relationship where we're just about to have the talk. I know it's been 19 months, we haven't, but I could sense we will, so I don't want to upset him. Albert has been swimming the whole afternoon with Maimuna, his Costarian girlfriend. Why are you locking your life? He's not committing to a relationship. He's not acting like your boyfriend. He's not asked you to be his girlfriend. Why don't you go have ice cream with Philip, who's been asking you out all this time? Just go. I'm not saying you sleep with them unless you want to, but just don't lock yourself. This guy is not showing any interest. That really perturbs me about women. He's not into you like that. He's not acting like it. He's not vocalizing it. What are you doing locking yourself in your bedroom? Sleeping with your phone like this with full volume. Guess who is going to wake up at 6 a.m. without a single text from Albert? Because Albert was with Maimuna the whole evening. So no, on a very serious note, if somebody's not committing, if they're not acting like your boyfriend, please don't give them that courtesy. Enjoy your life. You're a beautiful woman. You are. Go chill. Go hang out with Wangeshi. If he calls, pick the phone. You're like, hello? Yeah, I'm with Kina Wangeshi. No, you didn't tell me you have any plans. Anyway, can I call you when I'm done here? Yeah. Don't lock yourself. Don't. They're not deserving. All right? What do you think? What do you think? I think it's very important to have these conversations. Now, in my mind, when you seem that you don't vibe nicely together and you're bickering earlier on, I think it's wiser not to put your thoughts, your efforts, your emotions, your heart into something ultimately you know will not work. People are up there who they are down here. If you are giving them, you're ceding so much ground, you've given the longest part of the stick and you're remaining with the shortest part of the stick. What's that about? This is the same guy who's going to turn around 4 babies in and say, you know me, Jennifer, I don't even remember asking you to be my wife. And they'll be like, Ambrose, have your children. But he's right. You gave in too much. You didn't wait to be asked out. You are really chasing the relationship. So be the prize you are, I think. It's very important. Be the prize. If some woman once texted me just in closing and said, I have a friend of mine who really likes you and this is their handle. And I just said, I'm not looking, but thank you so much for reaching out for your friend. You'd rather ask them and then they say no, and then you save time. So they use that time to date somebody who really likes you. What do you think? All right? I wish you a lovely weekend. Thank you so much. As always, please make use of the comment section. Hit me up and subscribe while at it. I'll speak to you soon. Good night and happy weekend.